There's gonna be timestamps down below so you can find what you're looking for. Axie fam is in the house. Things are so like clockwork. I was like, wait a second, do I have eggs to hatch like right now? And look how like this is how tight and consistent my schedule is. At 9:21, it's 9:14. So that'll be part of the video at some point. Let's talk about this archetype I mentioned in the previous video. I said I wouldn't talk about it in that video, and that's because I want to talk about it in this video. I didn't want to just leave y'all guys hanging like, those are all the cards, those are all the leaks. Okay, bye, see you season 2. You know, we still have, 13 days left in the month. I believe in this archetype so much that I bought an Axie, and I was excited about it. A lot of people are like, you got scammed, sucker. And for me, I live in a village. This is the guy I bought, and I named him Scritches. I want to try to explain how I think Robin is going to work. Called Draw IO. 24 HP. It says upon dying. So these are like little separate things that it does. Number 1, upon dying, deal 4 damage to all enemies. Period. After the turn summon, whenever an ally deals a direct hit, increase the damage by 4. Okay, let's stop there. Let's look at the wording of Little Owl. So deal 2 hits whenever played. This Axie Little Owl cards gain 1 bonus hit for the rest of the game. It took me a while to figure out how to really organize it. First time we used Little Owl. This turn 1, we use the Robin. We play our Little Owl for our first energy. Hits for 20, which is a direct hit. Triggers our Robin, which changes the base card to 24 before the second hit. And then the second hit triggers for 24. Triggers the Robin, but now we have the effect of Little Owl. So the next Little Owl is going to have 3 that it's going to do. You see how this is going to get out of hand? I'm assuming the Robin didn't die and all hits are unblocked. I wasn't recording this because it's taking so long, but I think I'm going to record it and speed it up. So Robin is very powerful, but yeah. So it's going to sped up here, and I'm going to drink this energy drink. This is an example of what I think the birds are like really powerful of. Our Little Owl doesn't hit for 2 because it changes all the Little Owl hits, right? So it actually looks like this. It's hard to illustrate. I keep forgetting like, okay, no, that's not actually correct because the damage on the other Little Owl isn't changed yet by Robin. But I thought I could just copy a whole bunch of them, and that doesn't work like that because the damage isn't changed, right? Just the number of hits. But then any hit from 1 will proc the Robin to change the damage on the. It's like, it's kind of like that. Okay, so turn 1 we play the Robin. Maybe we defend it with the shield from our other Axie. We're gonna play our Little Owl on our mouth. It hits her 20, triggers the Robin, changes the damage to 24. The second hits her 24, triggers the Robin, and also triggers the Little Owl. So the next Little Owl will hit for 3. And here's Trump with Robin out. So Trump starts with 25 damage. We're not doing any runes or charms, makes it too complicated. 25 flat damage, and it hits, triggers the Robin. The very next hit, 29. Very next hit, 33. The next Trump first hit will hit for 37, 25, 29, and 33. So that's very good damage. Like birds are a lot stronger than people give them credit for. So here's an example, right? So we have Little Owl. This is the other Little Owl, right? So it hits for 20, gets 20 damage, triggers that, changes the next hit to 24. It's that the next Little Owl, but no, that's not the case. Anytime you play a Little Owl, its hits get increased, right? So it gets a bonus Little Owl. We cannot forget that, right? So even though this is the first time he's played the ear Little Owl, it gets a bonus hit because of Little Owl has already been played, right? So it's 4, not 3, 20, 24, 28. So the next time we play it, it's gonna, so it triggers here. So the next one's gonna do 32. So the next time we play it, it starts at 32. This is only 2 copies. See where it gets complicated? First time it was played, any Little Owl has been played. Second Little Owl, there's an extra hit. Next Little Owl, there's an extra hit. 5. Yeah, yo. As long as you keep a Robin on the board, I think these birds are crazy. The power of Robin is really compounded, which is gonna make, oh, goosebumps. It's gonna make Turnip Rocket important in the meta. Just like silly. Oh man, these are cute. So cute. This guy's good, I think. I think this guy is good. Huh, that's an aqua. What the frick? Okay, I wanted to see if we could innocent lamb turnip, but it's an attack card, so we can't do that. How can we make turnip good? Can we play triple turnip? I don't like using the one on the all because it doesn't work right sometimes. Bamboo. I laughed too hard at that. Oh, I actually like leaf bug because I think a leaf bug horn on the frontliner, very solid. Ooh, double leaf bug clover puppy. This is gonna be a long video. I think I'm gonna not edit a lot of this, you know, because maybe you watching this, you're like, that gives me an idea. Ooh, this guy's interesting. This guy is cool. So you have Kataro for the energy. You have two ways of getting leaves, right? You have a way of getting spike, and it also has a taunt on it. You have Turnip to kill all the summons, and then you have Jar Barrage for the heal. This guy's nuts, man. He has breeds on him. The rule of thumb is like you can't spend more than 15 bucks on an Axie if you don't know if it's good, if it has breeds on it. Kind of like the rule of thumb that Ryan from Meditate uses. So I kind of stick with that. This video's turned into something else. This was going to be like 6 more metas or something. I don't remember. Zigzag change makes this guy kind of wonky, I think. I could literally do this for hours, man. I do this for hours, just not usually on camera. I do like Pagona. I think Pagona is the new cactus. Wait, hold on. Hold on. The guy is Gia. Look at this terrible aqua. This aqua is so bad, but it's only $2. This aqua is so bad. I want it. I would like Gia, just because I want something with Gia. I think that's literally all the twin tail poison guys need, is any Axie with Gia. This guy's puffy as hell. Look, if this guy didn't have Peacemaker, if this guy had Herbivore, that would be really good, I think. This guy is super vanilla. A lot of breeds. I'm seeing a lot of Lotus. There's a lot of Lotus, like, stuff on the... Is that? No, it's Nemo. What the hell does Tiny Fan look like? Mary Legion? Oh, that's Puppy, huh? Oh, Nuts. Yeah, it's Nutcracker. I couldn't remember what this ear was. Ooh, double talk and rice. That's kind of a weird, like, things that just like don't go together. You're eating two things together, but why? What about Temple? Nope. Okay. I was thinking like, I think I like Hot Butt here. And then I think I like Innocent Lamb. Ooh. If this guy was like $19, I might buy him. This guy's too expensive. This guy could be pretty fun to play though. But this reason why everything's running so garbage, because this is taking up so much like usage. And I want it though. I'm not gonna buy it. We have enough money to buy one good, really good Axie here in a couple weeks, and that's it. We don't need Hot Butt in this case. Ooh. See, I was thinking Rosebud for the cleanses, Confident for the cleanses. I kind of went on like a 50-minute long tangent there. I'm logging into my Ronin, and we're gonna hatch my eggs, and then we're gonna continue on with the video. Knock on wood. Da, 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 here's the fun part. Dun, 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 dun. Morph to adult. We are morphing my eggs. Dude, this might take some time. Do them one at a time. The results were like mixed or whatever. I don't really care. I'm not doing it as a business. Like, this is money that I didn't expect to get. Yes, I should be using it more wisely because I have so little money. But this is the leftover money from my Perion deal. Focus, man. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, 880, 48, 880. Doosh. Is this guy handsome as shit right now? No way. Hold the phone, dude. Hold the phone. This is a one of a kind. We just bred a unique Axie. It's not normally a good thing. But this guy, oh my gosh. I got so excited about the first egg. I went and edited a video and posted on Twitter, and I forgot that I had 2 eggs. So So, I don't know if my luck's gonna get much better than that, you know, but my heart, I was so excited. I had to like censor myself because I wanted to say some choice words about how excited I was. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's not matched yet. Oh, did I sign the transaction? I don't know if I actually did. I don't think I ever signed the thing. All right, we're gonna give some time here. But my heart, that Axie is so freaking wicked, man. If it was a sumo, it would be like other Axie. I don't know. I think they might have to buff Strawberry Shortcake. Because the confused is so detrimental. I think Strawberry Shortcake needs some tweaking. And I don't think it's the perfect card after playtesting it with a little bit because the way Blood Moon works. Blood Moon isn't damaging you, it's reducing your max HP. Strawberry Shortcake is in a weird place, I think. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm looking right at it. 80. Huh? Huh. I'm not upset. It is a little weird, but I think I like it. We still have Small Frill. We did lose Green Thorns to Indian Star, but we lost the mouth to Kataro. We want Twin Tail. Kataro's fine because I don't think most of the mouths are that good. Actually, I think this is good. Little Owl. In a long game scenario where you're taking the game long, I think Little Owl is pretty good in terms of eye. Well, eye is going to be much better than that. Little Peas, like I think Little Owl might be higher up on the chain, but so not as good. But I think I'm satisfied with. See if we can find the Reflectile. So this guy also unique. Like I said, not always a good thing. So not much available. So. Wait, what's our guy's ears? Oh, Small Frill. I think our guy might be like kind of expensive. I think he falls like right here. 0.045. It's crazy because I expected 0.01. I expected like less than like 15 bucks is what I really expected, somewhere in there. But yeah, I think I'm more than satisfied there. And our other guy, there's nothing close, right? So this guy knows what's up. Also breeding, right? Yeah, he's also breeding. Or is he just buying and putting them back up there? No, this guy's also breeding this strategy. So if we list ours, he'll probably buy it to use to breed, which I don't think we necessarily want. He hasn't hatched his yet. So the market, I want to see the hatch date. So he's about 3 days behind us. Yeah, looks like he's actually trying to put pockets to me anyways, but yeah. Oh my gosh. Should we put our Axie for sale? Rush AoE damage. This is okay. God, I was recording this video. Back to the video. The problem is we don't really know what the best mouth is for this. Whoa, okay. The same guy, Social Ape. So our guy, what is our guy's horn again? Oh yeah, Strawberry Shortcake. Yeah, here he is. Look at this. Team is gonna be very good. Horn. I'm torn because we could probably sell this. Not this guy. Yeah, I'm glad I picked these guys up when I did. Sorry, you're getting an insight of what my day is kind of like, you know? Why is it so big? It's like giant. I don't understand. Like, can you make it like not enormous? I'm not gonna acknowledge that that could be taken other ways. Get in the metas. Back into the meta video, right? That's what you came for. There's gonna be some timestamps down below. I can remember, man. I can't get into it, right? Because there's some metas we talked about in my YouTube channel in the comments of the last video. You forgot about this. You forgot about this. My intention was to make like 5 more video. Another 5 would be number 3. That was my original intention. So let's get into it. Oh god. I got sidetracked. I was like, oh, wait a second. Maybe I tried to make some eggs this morning. I made an egg burrito and I took one bite of it. Ugh. For some reason, man, I think it was this Louisiana that I got. I think it's like fake Louisiana sauce, and it just like, so I haven't eaten anything, so that could be a big factor. Into the video. The first meta that I think we'll see a lot of, and it won't be this exact setup, right? But it's gonna be this, because I'm gonna play this, because I'm an absolute Neanderthal. And that's the triple ear breathing, and that's the goo team. Yes. So we have triple ear breathing. You have some form of like cottontail. Maybe you have a double Nemo team, or you maybe have a triple Nemo team, triple ear breathing, and you're just playing like a lot of ear breathing way earlier than they should be, because they're going to get that energy burst way earlier. They're going to put a bunch of goos in your deck. They're going to give you Kataro procs. They're going to have maybe triple Kataro. The bug version is so sick looking, right? You have triple Kataro eyes, triple ear breathing, triple cute bunny, man, and the team is just going to be so good. On to the next one. This garbage, right? You're going to have some player trying to play some version of Tiny Fan here. It's not going to look like this, but it doesn't matter what it looks like, because I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like. I have no idea. I've tried to go through and Theorycraft a Tiny Fan deck where you have lots of abilities that draw cards. You have lots of abilities. Like, this whole team is gonna be originally this team originally was like something like this, where you would have a triple fish team with just lots of draw potential with goldfish, right? Triple Nemo. You're drawing lots of cards. Larva gives you essentially have 6 Nemos on this team. Let me move this like this. So you have 6 Teemos. 6 Teemos. 6 Teemos. 6 Nemos on this team, right? I think this is the reason why they took the draw effect off of Goldfish. Goldfish drawing cards is the most powerful thing you can do in the game, other than knocking out your opponent's Axies, aka doing damage. Knocking out an Axie, drawing cards, those are up there. Energy in your energy pool, that's up there, right? Making your opponent discard a card, that's up there, right? So this team is dead, unfortunately. Fortunately for me, I paid like $7 for the team, right? Because these are everywhere, right? So you have the triple clear to like cycle through your deck. You have the triple larva to cycle through your deck. The triple goldfish to draw tons of cards. This team is very like hit or miss. Now you're gonna have Tiny Fan on the back line, right? And the whole idea is like get a bunch of shard for your Tiny Fan to cost like no energy. And this team very may well work. I don't actually know. Is it a thing? Does it work? Who's to say like it does or not? The new trigger on goldfish, and of course this guy would have goldfish. This is just like a random garbage baby I picked up off the floor one day. Yeah, so the Tiny Fan builds, there's a couple out there. I think some version of this where this guy has goldfish and Nemo. Goldfish, Nemo, Tiny Fan, clear. But we need ways to get curses out of our deck. Like, you have to. But the Achilles heel to this is the goo deck, right? So let's get into another meta that I think we're going to see pop up. That's going to be hysterical, that I keep seeing. And it's going to be so frustrating to play against. I don't think you're ready for this. You already know what's coming. Are you ready for this spaghetti? I had talked about this during one of Crotez's live streams, and how I think this team is going to be so frustrating to play against, man. Like, it's gonna be so toxic. Like, it takes like triple ear breathing basically to the next level, right? And they're getting bought up, right? So it's this team. It's like the triple ear breathing team on crack. So you have Double Talk putting like 2 jinxes. You have Confused Eyes putting a confused. Lagging putting in a goo. Snail Shell putting in a goo. Ear Breathing putting in like up to 4 goos. And then the team is so frustrating. They're going to be out there, man. There's 2 pages of these guys gonna be folding people's knees. Man, these guys are gonna be so frustrated to play against. Because like, there's no cap on the Thorny Caterpillar, right? Well, like people are like Thorny does 100 base damage. It's 50 damage per energy, but it gets 30 damage per 3 goo in your opponent's deck. So turn 1, you can put 1 goo. Turn 2, you put 2 goos. Turn 3, you put 3 or 4 goos. So you put 3 or 4 goos in your opponent's deck for 5 turns in a row. They get into reshuffle. They're not burning any yet, I guarantee that, right? And then your Thorny Caterpillars are hitting for 5x times 30, 150, so 250 for 2 energy, right? It's a thing. It's 100% a thing. When it first came out, right, and Double Talk, the only really purpose of that is to put the jinxes and like give the bad luck to their backliner or whatever. So like, it's just like a kind of like cute little synergy there. Your opponent's not drawing any cards. Like, it's gonna be so frustrating. It's gonna absolutely annihilate, in my opinion, which is why I don't have Rage on the list yet, because we're not seeing Rage until like 3 weeks into the meta. But this meta is going to like absolutely make the Rage players pull their hair out. Curses are such a detriment to the Rage players, because every card they play is important, and it's like so tight the playing they have to do, right? Oh. It's so freaking tilting. Oh no, we don't. There are not any. Oh wait, did I put a Christmas part? Did I put the wrong snail shell? No, it's not the. Wait, what? There aren't any. 77. Okay, but there are no Axies with. Well, we don't have to have Piranha, but we can go. Here reading, lagging. Doesn't really matter what the mouth is. Square bite. This guy's alright. They attack into you and they discard a card. So if this makes them discard the goo, then they don't get an opportunity to burn it. But if this makes them, it'd be so frustrating. All right, let's go on to the next one. Metas. I think we'll see in season 2. I was gonna show you all this. Now I'm concerned. GODA, Rice, Early Bird, and Hero. Right. Oh, you know, we could add Blue Moon. Wow. So, so triple GODA, triple Rice, triple Hero, triple Early Bird. So they're just drawing tons of cards, constantly putting more and more GODAs into your deck, and constantly using Rice to steal your energy fragments. And because they're stealing yours, they're getting them, right? So they're getting more than you, right? So it's not just they get 1, you get 1. They get 2, you get 2. It's they get 1, you get 1. They steal 1, which takes you down and takes 1, and they get 1 for playing. And then they play GODA. So your turn, you play a card, play a card. On their turn, they play a card, which triggers it. That's to gain 1 and steal 1 of yours. So the gap, right? So they're already like way into like energy burst, through the first energy burst cycle. So they have more energy than you too, and they're just constantly drawing cards. But it looks like it doesn't exist yet. But that's a team I think is kind of cheese. But the triple GODA, triple Rice, maybe you don't need that much draw. You can cut Early Bird and just play Heroes and Blue Moon. But I think it's absolutely viable. I might pick up a cheap one, a cheap team, or cheap version of that, just to play with and have fun with. Play against viewers or something. You know, maybe we'll do like a 1,000 subscriber celebration stream, and we'll play that on stream or something. I don't know. Sounds kind of fun, but that's the team I would probably be the most frustrated playing against, because you know you could eventually beat them. It's just gonna take a lot longer. It's gonna be like you're gonna always go into Blood Moon because their attacks do so little damage, but they're just doing a lot of attacks, kind of like birds. But birds, they are scaling their energy at the same rate as you. They have a little bit less HP, but they do a lot more damage. It'll be all interesting to see, right? So the triple GODA, triple rice, draw a lot of cards team, it's gonna be in the meta. I don't think it'll be in the meta for very long. I think at the beginning, players are like just gonna withhold all their resources until like 2 or 3 weeks into the season to buy the best teams are gonna play this team for fun. Yeah, be aware of that. I don't know. It's gonna be frustrating because it's not gonna be the majority of the meta, but it's like when it shows up, you're gonna wish you had the cards to counter it in your deck. It's gonna be frustrating. The other meta that I think it's gonna be very short-lived is the like get to max energy burst ASAP meta. So the whole point behind this team is obviously Kataro Eye is putting death mark on your Axies, and then they're just playing a ton of cards with Kataros and getting them extra energy shards, and then playing like the Nemos to gain a bunch of HP, and they're playing triple Nemos. It's gonna be frustrating to play against. It's going to be beatable, but it's going to be a lot of RNG involved between Kataro Eyes and the Kataro Mouth. Once people realize, like, you know what, it's just too risky to play this team, they're going to move on to this next meta. Okay, another meta team that's going to show up is these guys. And these guys, you're going to run into 3 of these guys looking down, just staring you down. And it's gonna be so annoying. Okay, yeah, so this might be the triple GODA meta and what it develops into. Like, hey man, we can just play the anemones. They play a lot of damage. Play the one where we get 1 bubble. Maybe you have Bubble Maker on the ear instead of Sea Slug, but triple GODA mouse, I don't know, but it's not gonna be good once people start getting to the point where they can craft beyond rare runes and charms. But I think it'll be pretty vanilla. It'll be kind of boring to play against, to watch. And then some versions will run this guy, which is like the same, but we're running Chubby. And so they are hitting you with the Chubby because 85 is pretty solid damage, right? It hits for 85. I think it's going to be very good. It's going to be very good for new players. And my biggest concern is that it'll be pretty easy to automate with bots. And so we'll see a lot of people, we'll see a lot of accounts with these Axies that will turn out to be bots. But yeah, triple Chubby, triple Inkling, quintuple, sextuple. Burn your Nemos, get a bunch of energy shards, and then play every card you draw all the time, constantly. This team does have a major drawback though. It really only goes front to back. Front to back teams, like, they don't really have the option to do anything else. I think they're easier to play against for new players anyways. But 85 with runes and charms, we're going to be hitting for like 109 on all of our anemones the first time we play them. The right setup, I think. It's going to be pretty solid. Killing the Mavises and the Robins out there. I have nightmares of playing against the GODA double anemone bird backliner, you know, the Indes bird. That's when I was a scholar, man. And when I was a scholar, I had a garbage team. I had 2 Axies with Kingfisher. Yeah, it was bad. I had a pretty solid front, like the vanilla, like pumpkin plant. Mid was a beast with Egg Bomb. People that haven't played version 1, that's not good. Beasts are very squishy. They can't survive very many hits, much like birds, but they're slower than all the aquas and the birds. So it doesn't make any sense for it to have Egg Bomb, because they're just going to be slightly faster than other beasts. So they may be able to kill other beasts because they didn't attack them first. Kingfisher is like when this Axie is like below a certain percent of HP, it gets to like hit an aqua instead. It's like, sometimes that would make it to where you wouldn't be hitting the bird if it was egg bombed, because it used to put this ability called Aroma, on the Axie, which force your Axies to attack it instead. It's a lot like Taunt is in version 2, in Origins. I mean, I don't want to play against these guys again. I have a couple of double anemone Axies. We'll see. They're cheap. They're good. Like when you search double anemones, like let's go Nemo double anemone. We'll take off this stuff here. So for $6, there's 445 pages of double anemone Nemo Axies. There are 10,000 double anemone Axies for sale. There are 317,000 dual anemone Axies. Anyways, let's get on to the next meta. Ooh, okay. Weird. So this is not the ideal Axie, right? But the Merry Legion Tassels, like red ear, fish snack, just like tons of shielding guy with tassels. So Tassels is now a power. It says keep track of your shields. Once you've shielded Axies for 300, then 40% of its shields do area of effect damage to your opponent's Axie. But then you play stuff like Merry Legion first. It says when you shield for 40% or well 50% of the base for all your Axies. But I think the way that's going to work with Tassels, same with Red Ear and Red Ear only because that helps you get energy sometimes, right? Because this is shield all your Axies for 40. And then if your opponent uses a certain type of card, you gain 2 energy fragments, which I think is pretty solid for a defensive team anyways. But use Merry Legion. I think Merry Legion and Red Ear, for Tassel's sake, will shield for 120 for a single card. So that's like shielding for like 1.5 energies worth of cards every time. It only has to use Merry Legion, Red Ear, and then like one other shield card, and then it's already above 300, right? So you don't have to math. We have 300. We divide that by 80. Most shield for 80, right? So 3.75. So if we do 300 divided by 120, 2.5, right? So I guess it doesn't really change that. So in this first one, you have to play 4, right? Because you can't do fractional. So you have to shield 4 times, and then after that, it starts doing AoE. But in this other scenario, the 4th onwards, so I guess it's not that strong, but then it's only doing 20 AoE for Red Ear because it's half of the base, or is it triggering for each Axie? So Red Ear shielding for 120. Is it doing like 60 area of effect damage? I don't know. Merry Legion would be shielding for like, or hitting area of effect for like 32 or 37. I think that seems pretty solid. Plus you're like protecting a guy really hard. I don't know, man. So the meta of like just tons of shields on bugs with Cocoon, that brings me to the meta, right? Like we're gonna see like something Tassels, right? But I think the Tassels card we're gonna see is gonna be, it's not bred yet because this card is not getting bred. But once it gets bred, it's gonna be kind of scary. Like here's a good example. It's a Pupae Red Ear Tassels. So Pupae will give them Cocoon if Pupae is broken. Right, so get 70 shields towards Tassels, and we give them Cocoon, so they're gonna get a bunch of extra stuff, a bunch of extra shields every single turn. I think Cocoon very strong. I don't think it's gonna be very fun, and because it's not gonna be very fun, people aren't gonna play it. On to the next meta, and for this next one, don't hold your breath, or you would probably die. I'm looking for a bow and arrow. You got a bow and arrow? Do you have M80s? Anything I could strap to the end of an arrow? You know, how fast do you think I'd have to be going on rollerblades to go through a bank door? So I started making these, right? So we have the cards that make feather, and I saw this from Gore's guide, right? We have the 4 cards that give feather. We have Grandma's Fan gives all allied Axies get 2, so Grandma's Fan is actually really good. Cloud gives 1 target 2 feather for 0, which is okay. It's like half as this is just better, right? Feather Spear gives 1 based off gains 2 feather. They changed it, so this could give 5. They changed it. It should not be 2. It should not be 2. Okay, we have Runes and Charms that give it a Feather Fan, Energy Drink, and Tiny Feather. And here's the payoff: Feather Descent, which is a Mystic, And feather fan. Consume up to 3 feather. Deal 4 hits. Deal 1 bonus hit per feather consumed. The important meta. If you take anything from this very long, very convoluted, hard to watch video where this guy is just rambling on and on, at least I can talk today, you know, is the feather team. And this, I think, might be feather spear. So we have to get the Christmas one. How much is it? Yeah, right. People are, man, honestly, you could probably get away with just the charm or the rune, spear, and the feather fan. Honestly, it might be like good enough to get to like pretty high rank. You might be able to get like out of wolf with that by itself. Like it's gonna be so good. I like the feathers with fur ball. Oh wait, we cloud. Yeah, we cloud. The tail, horn. Oh, try feather. There's none, right? Yeah, we've already done this. There's none. They're already crazy expensive because people are like, but we have gives like a couple based off the hits, and then this guy. And then we can have the rune, because it's a bird, giving us 1 every turn. It's going to be an absolute menace to society, right? Because the way feather works, feather, deal 1 bonus damage per hit. Whenever this Axie hits a target, increase the bonus damage by 1. So that makes it very good with multi-hit. And the thing I showed you at the beginning of this, feather's kind of good there. You have 10 feather, and you have little owl that's at max. You're now hitting 4 bonus hits, 2 base hits. So you do 10 bonus damage plus the base, which is 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. So no runes and charms on there. Single card, 1 energy, 10 feathers, 180 damage. Whenever this Axie hits the target, increase the bonus by 1 damage. So we're gonna have to draw a chart for this. Oh my god. Pretty easy there. So 50, 60, right? So we know that we're not just doing this the easy way. We know that that's what would happen, right? But now we have to figure out that total damage. That's it. That's the end of the video. See, people are underestimating birds, and that's why I bought one. So to the guy out there that was like, you got what does he say? Scammed. I don't know, man. And you have 2 of this in your deck. So that's pretty sick, man. I'm ending the video here, man. What'd you think about the video? Was it too hard to follow? It's not as coherent as it normally is. Brain fog, you know? If you have a comment, leave it down below. What do you think about that braid? Oh, that's so sick. Maybe, did I forget about something? I plan on making more coherent videos in the future. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, share this with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. I still cannot believe that is my Axie. All right, I am ending the video.